นานาสณสถานศักดิ์สิทธิ์ในส่วนนี้
Today very from Lao PDR
มีความยินดีและขออนุโมทนาในจิตอันเป็นกุศลของบรรดาชาวพุทธทั่วโลกที่ได้พร้อมกันมาให้ความสำคัญเกี่ยวกับพระธรรมคำสอนกับ
all the Sangha and devotee to come international
ถึงพระธรรมคำสอนและเป็นเหตุ
the Mahasangha and everybody be happy and successful that we done all successful and reach to the Dharma. Thank you so much.
I would now invite Bhante Uparatana, representing the IBAA from USA. Bhante Uparatana.
Yo dhammam pasati somam. Dear Venerable Mahasangha, Venerable Bhikkhuni, Upasaka Upasika, other organizers, and together Indian community, Bharata community, supporting today for our facilitated program. It's wonderful. They are doing very well. We really one more Dixie and Richard Dixie and other American community and Indian Buddhist community together with along with other Buddhist countries together commemorating great things. So we for the Buddha. So that's the and this young generation, they want to know the learn the Buddhism and see the Buddha. So that's why Tipitaka chanting 20 years very strongly. Actually this year so many monks and nuns and lay people gathering here very strong. We feel that spiritual power we need. The normally we heard 5,000 years of the Buddhism will be disappear, but this is halfway. This is a kind of energy. The community, this organization, they did the enormous energy to rest of the Buddhist things to the continue, and whole world they are looking for the peace and happiness, the Buddha's teaching. So this is the chanting of the Tipitaka and learning the great opportunity to us to investigate the Dhamma. So that's the Tipitaka chanting is not the only chanting, they have so many things to learn ourselves and practice ourselves and share with everyone. So I really appreciate you all supporting and helping for this program, and our Indian community, they work hard, really appreciate, and along with our organized committee. And wish you peace and happiness. Have a present chanting session for going on. Thank you.
I would invite Nepal, Venerable Pragyamurti.
respected Venerable Sangha, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters in Dhamma. Although the Buddha was born in Nepal, he spent the lion's share of his life teaching in India. As such, this year marks an important milestone in history of this ceremony, as the land in which the Buddha invested so much of his life, the great India, has taken up the torch to host the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. Therefore, first and foremost, on behalf of the Nepali Sangha and from the birthplace of the Lord Buddha, Nepal, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to the sponsors of this year's Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. This event marks a remarkable moment of unity and devotion. More than 20,000 Sangha members and lay devotees from across many nations are expected to gather under the sacred Bodhi tree. At the very site of enlightenment for the collective recitation of the Buddha's words in the Pali language. In doing so, we keep his legacy alive to this day and strengthen the unity of the Sangha across the nations. This pious act is our committed effort to preserve, protect, and practice the teachings with the reverence, integrity, and compassion. For the Nepali Sangha, participating in this event is more than symbolic. Nepal not only shares border with India, but our exchange of culture, trade, and spirituality has flourished for millennia. As such, Nepali Sangha has participated in this event since its inception as brothers in Dhamma. Moreover, inspired by this shared heritage, the Nepali Sangha has also hosted the Tipitaka chanting ceremony in the Lumbini Sacred Garden 4 times already. And we plan to host many more in the days to come. We also acknowledge with deep respect the efforts of the organizers, the International Buddhist Confederation, IBC, the Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation International, LBDFI, especially Mrs. Wangmo Dixie, who is always following up and encouraging us to take part in this event, and all the volunteers who have made this grand gathering possible. Their dedication reflects the true spirit of the Sangha. I would like to conclude by wishing everyone a happy chanting. May the teachings of the Buddha, the Dhamma, continue to flourish, guide humanity toward liberation, and awaken hearts across the nation. Thank you.
A very few names left, and after that we'll have our address from our guest of honor, and then we'll have the keynote address by Venerable Ajahn Pasanno. Few more names left. I invite Sri Lanka, Most Venerable T. Vimala Thero, the Secretary of the Assistant Sangharaja. 2 minutes.
Namo Samma Sambuddhassa Tathagata Vedito Dhamma Vinayo Bhikkhave Vivato Virochati Na Patichanno. Because the great teaching Dhamma and discipline of Vinaya declared by the Tathagata science when it's manifest and covered. So, most Sangha and nuns, as well as distinguished guests and all devotees. Today, we are thanked for invitation for Sri Lanka of this great event. This is Dhamma Illuminating Shining program for the world. So
according to the Buddha's teaching, we know it is very important for the establish and protection for the future dispensation. So this 20th Tipitaka chanting ceremony in Bodhgaya, this is the world landmark in the present world. So this year also with the gathering most of Mahasangha and other lay peoples in the various countries. So we are happy to say and memorize in our country, in Sri Lanka also, Madam Upashika Vanmo Dixit and Richard Dixit especially conduct a couple of times a Tipitaka chanting program in Sri Lanka under the sacred Bodhgaya at Anuradhapura as well as at the Dignitary temple in Kandy, Sri Lanka. So I thankfully memorize that situations as well as these days. Actually today we participated with most of difficulties in our country. The previous days we faced the natural disaster. There are a lot of more than 1,000 people died. So as well as more than 100 people or 1,000 people lost from that disaster. So however, we get encouraged to participate this ceremony with the great invitation of Vanmo Dixie Madam as well as then the Tipitaka chanting community CC. So in this moment, I should and I would like to transfer all merits from these deep activities, collections for our dead peoples, for their life may be attained to Supreme Nibbana. And I pray in this time under the Bodh tree or sacred Bodh tree in Bodhgaya, my country, motherland will become resolved and well soon. So as well as you know, the Buddha's one of words, I should say that Yatasutam pariyattan dhammang vittharena sajjhayang karonti ayam bhikkave saddhammas asammosaya anantara dhahanaya sangvattati. That's words quoted by the Buddha in the Anguttara Nikaya. One who are recite or chanting the Buddha's words, it is establish and protect the Sasana and Buddha's word for the future. So we are thankful for the organizations and especially chief organization in India as well as other internationally and who are dedicated for the success this ceremony, especially Madam Vanmo Dixit, Richard Dixit and other government sectors and other all devotees who are dedicated for this event. So Chiran Tittatu Lokasming Samma Sambuddha Sasanang. May the long being stay the dispensation in the future world. Thank you very much. May you bless the truth relic. Bless you. Thank you.
Yes, Bhante, as Sri Lanka has faced the devastating devastation of relentless rains and floods, let us all offer our heartfelt prayers here from the sacred Bodhi tree for the many precious lives lost and the countless families affected. May the blessings of the Triple Gem shine upon Sri Lanka, protection, courage, and renewed harmony. Sabbe Satta Hontu. Now I invite Thailand on behalf of the Lord Abbot of the Royal Thai. I invite Fra Brahma Vajira Bodhivong,
Venerable asked me to talk this special chanting on behalf of the Sangha from Thailand. Venerable Pat from Potipong to do the chanting for the happiness of all. นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะรัตนัจยานุภาเวนะรัตนาตยเตกโรขพยาเวราโสกาสาจุจุปัฏฐวาอันตรายาปิวินาสันเจยสิทธิธนังลาภังโสทิภักขิยังสุขังภรังสิริอายุจวันโอจะสวาจะสวาสาจะอายุจะชีวสิทธิดุเตสาธุสาธุสาธุอนุโมทามิ
We have a Thai representation from the UK, and I would invite the Venerable Bhante from the World Buddhist Dhammadutta Organization, who is the president of the Thai Bhikkhu Sangha Council, UK.
Most Venerable from Portugal, Vajra Portugal, the head of the Sangha in India. My name is Pra Radvitet Mejakun from England. So first of all, I would like to thank our organization who invite us to be here. And in 20th anniversary of the Tipitaka chanting, this is important for everybody in the world who are working for Buddhism, especially Buddhist monks and the lay. The lay working very hard, work hand in hand between the lay person and the monks. And Pitaka is chanting is so important. And the word at the chant, last night we have special chanting, great congregation of Tevata. Ye ke chi phut thang saranang khata se นะเตขมิตสันติอาปายาภูมิงปายามาสังเทหังเดยังปาริปุเรสันติติ Friends, the word saying by Tevata, say those who practice and follow the Buddha teaching, so important for us. Therefore, when we are here working for Buddhism and follow the path of the Buddha between monks and the lay to propagate Buddhism throughout the world, we are international and working on behalf of the monks throughout the world. When we come under the Bodhi, where the man, the great man, to achieve enlightenment, so we like to follow the Buddha teaching by follow his path of life. When we say Putthaṃ Saranang Kacchāmi, it's from our heart. Puttho Menatho, the Buddha is my noblest refuge. And Puttho Upanno, when you heard the word Puttho Upanno, before we have the word Puttho Upanno, you feel that the Buddha now is enlightened, birth and born into this world to overcome the suffering. Therefore, we would like to give the blessing for all of us here, wherever you are, and we are here together. May you be happy, be free from hatred, be free from hurtfulness, be free from troubles of body and mind, be able to protect your own happiness. Together, hand in hand between the monks and the lay, especially the lay, Wang Mo, she working very hard for Buddhism. We would like to let our friends appreciate the work that she is working for Buddhism, the same as monks and the lay. And it is here under the Bodhi tree, Buddha achieved enlightenment here. We would like to follow his path for our work as a mission, propagate Buddhism throughout the world. Thank you very much. Sadhu, sadhu.
I invite Vietnam, the Most Venerable Dr. Buk Chan from Vietnam.
Vanda Mi Phante Namatiji, dear respected on Sangha, Upasiko, Upasika, on behalf of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, we are very happy to be here under the Bodhi tree in Bodhgaya to attend the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. First of all, we would like to share some Buddha words in Pali Tipitaka. In the Dhammadayada Suttang, Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha said, Dhammadayada ma pavata, ma amisadayada. Monks, be my heir in the Dhamma, not heir in the things. In the Ariya Pariyasana Suttang, the Buddha said, Sanipatita nangvo bhikkhave dvayang karaniyang. Dhammikatha and Ariyo tunhi phavo. Monks, when you are gathered together, there are two things to be done. Either talk about Dhamma or the noble silence. Secondly, we may the Buddha bless all of you. Ayu vanna sukhang balang. Longevity, beauty, happiness, and strength, especially panya, wisdom, leading to cessation of suffering. Finally, now, on behalf of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, we had given blessing on, please. Sabbi tiyo vivachan Baro vinasato mate Tuandarayo sukhe Gayuko Bhava Vivadana Sile Sane Chang Vandha Pachayino Chataro Pano Sokampa Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakantu Samba Devata Samba Buddha Venasada Sote Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Samba Mangalang Rakantu Samba Devata Samba Dhamma Venasada Sote Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Samba Mangalang Rakantu Samba Devata Samba Sangha Venasada Sote Bhavantu Te. Thank you. Only 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes.
Concluding with the blessings for the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony, I would now invite our guest of honor, the Honorable Sri Chonamin, the Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, to please speak to this august gathering. Our guest of honor, the Honorable Sri Chonamin.
Namo Bodhgaya, Honorable Union Minister of Culture and Tourism, Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, who used to be with us till recently. He had gone back because of his commitment to Delhi. The Parliament session is going on. Most Venerable Dr. Bhikkhu Sangha Sena Mahatheraji, President International Tipitaka Chanting Council of India, Chief Executive Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation International, Mrs. Wangmo Dixiji, esteemed dignitaries, Venerable Sangha, monks, nuns, monastic delegations, and devotees from 22 plus nations, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great blessing and a privilege for me to stand beneath this sacred Bodhi tree, where the compassionate one, Gautama Buddha, attained the unsurpassed enlightenment. For over 2 millennia, this hallowed ground has pulsed with Dhamma drawing seekers worldwide. To me, Bodhgaya is not just a pilgrimage site. It is the land of enlightenment. It is through this very soil Lord Buddha walked, taught, and radiated messages of loving kindness, goodwill, and benevolence towards all living beings. Today, I feel fortunate to be amongst the conglomeration of Bhikkhu Sanghas, monks, nuns, scholars, devotees from across the world in this 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony, where we chant the Pali Canon's timeless truth in unison. I must commend
the International Tipitaka Council of India for bringing together such a huge conglomeration of monks and devotees from 22 plus countries under the sacred Bodhi tree and making it the international Buddhist event not only in India but in the entire Southeast Asia. I thank the Ministry of Culture, Government of India for their support in organizing such a historic event. I am sure this chanting of Tipitaka will not only spread Lord Buddha's teaching of love and compassion, but will also foster peace, unity, and harmony across a global community fulfilling the spirit of Vasudeva Kutumbakam. One art, one family, one future as envisaged by Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. I also National Buddhist Confederation and Light of Buddha Dharma Foundation International, USA, for supporting such a mega event for Dhamma and for its works towards promoting Buddhism in India by supporting the preservation of Buddhist heritage and the practice of Buddhist teaching through initiatives like organizing international prayer ceremonies and pilgrimages, improving amenities at sacred sites, supporting the education of Indian monks, and distributing Dhamma materials. As Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji said, Buddhism is India's gift to the world. We rekindle that torch here today as the event continues to embody India's commitment to preserving and promoting its timeless Buddhist heritage before the world. Let the compassionate Buddha float from the soil always, and let this Tipitaka echo wisdom for humanity's peace, and let its rhythm calm minds and bridge borders. We also, as the Society, Buddhist Society from Arunachal Pradesh, would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for declaring Pali as the classical language of India. We are very, very thankful to Honorable Prime Minister. We are also thankful to Honorable Prime Minister for bringing back the Lord Buddha's relic. It was supposed to be auctioned somewhere else, but he had stopped that and brought the Buddha relics to the Lord Buddha's country of India. We are, as a Arunachali, the Buddhist family, we are very thankful to Honorable Prime Minister. My state, Arunachal Pradesh, is the Himalayan cusp of Dhamma, and I can say that it is the India's living bridge to Buddha's kinship, as both Mahayana and Theravada Buddhism are equally living in the state. In Tawang, West Kameng, Mechuka in Siomi, and Tuting in Upper Siang districts, you will find the Mahayana Buddhism being predominantly practiced and followed with true spirit and devotion. Tawang houses the second largest monastery, which is 345-year-old, locally known as Ganden Namgyal Lase, divine paradise of complete victory. The 7th century Lagyala Gompa is situated in Morsing Valley at Morsing Village in Kameng districts of Arunachal Pradesh. As you all know, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama came through Tawang and stayed for 3 days in Tawang during his en route to the mainland India. The people of the area, including monks, villagers, district administration, and defense forces, have started a freedom this year which retraces the 1959 escape route of 14th Dalai Lama from Tibet to India. In Mechuka, the 400-year-old Gompa known as Samten Yongcha Monastery stands as a significant landmark for Nyingmapa Buddhism, located on a hilltop overlooking the valley. It is known for its ancient statues, including one Guru Padmasambhava, timeless artwork, and colorful imagery, which are major attraction for both tourists and spiritual pilgrims. Mechuka now also boasts of the tallest prayer wheel in India, known as Dorji Sempa Korchen. It houses an astonishing 1.6 billion prayers, including 16 dungyurs, each containing 10 crores prayers. In the eastern part of Arunachal Pradesh, amidst Namsai and Changlang districts, the Thai Khamtis, the Singphos and the Tikhak community of Tangsa tribe vibrantly practices Theravada Buddhism. Nurturing the Buddha's path in India's farthest east, the Golden Pagoda, known as Kongmukham in Namsai, is the main Buddhist pilgrimage site and tourist attraction in eastern Arunachal Pradesh. Just now, Venerable Sangha has said that people thought that the Buddhism has, vanished from India. I would like to say that it has not vanished. We, the Theravada Buddhists in Arunachal Pradesh, we are the living Buddhism in India. We believe that. In Namsai district, under the Lathau Circle, a majestic 180-feet Buddha statues now graces Dhamma Hill, amplifying the site's spiritual allure and drawing pilgrims to this eastern jewel of Arunachal Pradesh. All these monasteries and pagodas are place of Tipitaka teaching, apart from major tourist attraction in Arunachal Pradesh. Besides these Buddhist pilgrimage centers, there are Hindu pilgrimage and heritage sites like Parasuram Kund in Lohit district, 12th centuries Bhismak Nagar in Dibang Valley districts, and 13th and 14th centuries Malinithan in Likawale in Lower Siang districts, and Thembang, an ancient not fortified village in West Kameng district, which is a UNESCO tentative World Heritage Site. I can proudly say that Arunachal, which is a home to 26 tribes, more than 100 sub-tribes, is a mosaic of cultural diversity, vibrant festivals, rich biodiversity, and pilgrimage centers. Apart from its beautiful scenic beauty and natural vegetations, making it a perfect destination for spiritual, cultural, as well as ecotourism. While taking this opportunity, I would like to invite everyone of you to Arunachal Pradesh, not only to experience its beauty, but also to have a glimpse of its cultural diversity and spiritual richness. I can assure you that you will not regret, but would like to visit Arunachal again and again, not only because of its natural beauty, but due to the warmth and hospitality of our people. The people of Thai Khamti community, the tribe I belong, the tribe I proudly belong to, along with other Buddhist communities, have also joined this sacred occasion in thousands enthusiastically. They have brought their ingredients all the way from Arunachal and preparing our own local delicacies, offering food and alms to the Bhikkhu Sangha and thereby gain merit. Taking into witness of mother art, as is the practice among the Theravada Buddhists, today we join the prayer in unison for the world peace, prosperity, and joy for all beings and for a Viksit Bharat. Last but not least, I would like to thank the most venerable Dr. Bhikkhu Sangha Mahatharaji, President, International Tipitaka Chanting Council of India, for inviting me to be part of this auspicious occasion. I pray to Lord Buddha to bless not only mankind, but all sentient beings to be blessed with strength to spread compassion, peace, and brotherhood. May you keep nurturing pilgrims, safeguarding heritage, and radiating Dhamma far and wide. Thank you. Namo Buddhaya. इसी खुशी में मैं हमारा चीफ मॉन्क परियति शासना विहारा नमसाय अगादमा भांटे जी को मैं नमो बुद्धया कहना चाहूँगा, धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। उसका कठिन प्रशंसा से अरुणाचल प्रदेश से बहुत लोग आए, बहुत डिवोटीज आए, अपना अपना खान पान, अपना अपना इंग्रेडिएंट और जो खाने का कुजीन लेके आया, सबको यहाँ खिलाया। तो ये उनका मेहरबानी है। मैं अगादमा भांटे जी को तहे दिल से, हमारा अपना कम्युनिटी सोसाइटी से और अरुणाचल का जितना भी ठहरावादी सोसाइटी है उनका ओर से मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। और अरुणाचल भिक्षु संघ को भी मैं तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। महाबोधि जो सोसाइटी है बेंगलोर है, उनका भी प्रेजेंस अरुणाचल प्रदेश में है, नामसाई में है। वहाँ 108 फीट का लॉर्ड बुद्धा का स्टैचू बन रहा है अभी, और 1000 मंक कैपेसिटी का मंक हॉस्टल बन रहा है, और एक विहारा बन रहा है, स्किल डेवलपमेंट सेंटर बन रहा है, एक लर्निंग सेंटर होगा। मैं महाबोधि सोसाइटी के हमारा कसबा भांडे जी, आनंद भांडे जी को भी और सारे भिक्षु संघ को मैं तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। साधु साधु साधु।
Before I invite for the keynote address, I would like to invite Mr. Abhijit Haldar, the Director General of the International Buddhist Confederation, New Delhi. Mr. Abhijit Haldar.
Namo Buddhaya, and good evening to all of you. Most respected Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Chawna Manji, our Minister of Culture and Tourism, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, who was here a while ago and he had to return. Venerable heads of the Sangha who have gathered here from different parts of the world, and nuns and monks who have come to this sacred place from different countries. It is indeed a pleasure and a privilege for me to speak here at this very sacred location under this holy Bodhi tree, and the presence of all of you venerable monks and nuns who have come here from different parts of the world. It is interesting to know that you have all come from different countries. You speak different languages, you belong to different race, you belong to different traditions, value systems, but at the same time, when you come here and you chant in one voice, in unison. And this is the beauty of the Tipitaka chanting which takes place every year. This chanting which takes place is not mere recitation or reading of the verse of the Buddha, but it is more than that. The idea is to generate a high degree and a high level of spiritual enhancement through the reverberations caused by the chanting of all of you venerable monks and nuns. The idea is to send out a strong message to the global community about the core teachings of the Dhamma. Today, the world is mired in a lot of war and conflict. As we gather here today, there are 30 conflicts taking place in different parts of the world. We only know about the major conflicts because we watch them on television and we read about them in the newspaper. But there are 30 conflicts going on right now. Similarly, climate change has had on mankind. Once again, we only know about the major tragedies, the major volcano eruptions, the major earthquakes, the major tsunamis, But what we don't know is that almost every day climate change is harming humanity in some part of the world or the other. Last week in New Delhi, we organized a conference to discuss how to conserve ancient and rural heritage. The need for holding this conference was primarily because we found that in the Himalayan belt, right from Ladakh to Sikkim, which is dotted with several monasteries and several Buddhist communities, people have forgotten the Buddhist heritage. This is primarily because of socio-economic changes and modern lifestyle. Similarly, the pagodas, the monasteries, the gompas are today in very critical situation. They are facing extinction, mainly because of extreme temperature conditions. Who is to blame for all this? Each one of us human beings who live on this planet, all of us are to blame for this. And I think this chanting, which is being held here, will surely send a strong message beyond Bodhgaya, beyond the borders of India, to countries across the world, the message of metta, loving kindness, the message of mudita, appreciative joy, the message of karuna, compassion, and the message of upekha, or equanimity. This year has been a great year for Buddha Dhamma and India. I say this not because India is hosting this grand event this year, but I also say this because under the direction of our Honorable Prime Minister Modi, we have been able to hold exposition of the holy relics of the Buddha in 3 countries. We normally hold an exposition in 1 country in a year, but this year we have held exposition in 3 countries, in Vietnam, in Russia, and in Bhutan very recently. And it is very interesting that while we take the holy relics or the Buddha himself to various countries to carry the message of Dhamma to people who are living in far-off countries, many of you people from these far-off countries are converging to this sacred place also to generate the spiritual energy out of Dhamma. We are grateful to all of you for being here on this great occasion and contributing towards the overall cause of the Dhamma. In the end, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all the organizers who have contributed towards making this, especially the committee which has been set up to hold this conference, headed by Bhikkhu Sangha Senaji. I cannot but mention about Mrs. Wangmo Dixie and Richard Dixie, who have done a tremendous job to continuously hold this conference over the last 19 years. I personally have been visiting this event regularly for the last 2 years. This is my 3rd year. The one reason why I attend this, besides meeting a lot of people, is to collect a lot of energy, collect a lot of positive enthusiasm, collect a lot of motivation factor, which helps me in delivering in the best possible manner the words of the Dhamma as I travel to different countries with the holy relics. Thank you very much. Namo Buddhaya.
Before I invite for the keynote address, I would like to invite the attention of our volunteers here to please request the upasakas, upasikas making dana to please stop that for the moment. When the keynote address is going on, there should be no any offerings of dana. our keynote speaker for this evening, we have the Most Venerable Ajahn Pasanno. I would like to invite Venerable Ajahn Pasanno to please deliver the keynote address on the occasion of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Respectful greetings to all the monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen who are attending, and also a special acknowledgement to the organizing committees and all the people, volunteers who have been helping to make this occasion possible. This is it's a huge event, and to be able to participate in this is a great opportunity for myself, and I think for each and every one of you, just to be able to be here in this setting of being in the near the Bodhi tree, near the at this Mahabodhi stupa that has been a focal point for spiritual aspirations in the for the, all of those who are inspired by the Buddha's teachings, and so that is 2,500 years of devotion has been focused on this place, so that it is something that is extremely special for all of us, and to be here as a resource for this human race, this planet that we live on, so that the personally, I have not been here in Bodhgaya for 35 years. The only time I came here before was 1990, and of course I wasn't quite prepared for how much it has changed. But then also, yes, there's lots of changes, but it's still, there's something that is timeless that is here. And that's something that I think is important to be drawing attention to, is not the changes, not the what's different, but what's the same. And that sense of timelessness, that the aspiration of all human beings is to seek that which is peaceful, that which is of refuge in the heart. And we've heard it this afternoon, we've heard it many, many times, of the Buddhang Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for refuge. Dhammang Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Dhamma for refuge. Sanghang Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Sangha for refuge. And these are not, there is an external quality to that, but really what is most important is the internal quality that we all have the opportunity to experience, and to, especially over the next days, where there's going to be a recitation and reflection, recollection of the Buddhist teachings. I think it is something to really remind ourselves, how do I go for refuge, and what am I taking for refuge? Because that's a life lived with a refuge is a life that has meaning and has purpose, and so that this is something that we can be doing for ourselves, and of course for the benefit of everyone we come into contact with, because that's as human beings, we want to be able to be of service to each other. We don't. It's one of the. There's a great teacher in Thailand, Ajahn Buddhadasa, who was. It was toward the end of his life, and I've noticed over his. He was a very prolific teacher, and he gave a lot of teachings on this, and he focused on particularly on the sutta teachings, and grounded in traditional basis of the teaching, and he could come at it from many different angles, and he would pick up different themes and explore them for months at a time. But as we were coming to the end of his life, I happened to be paying respects to him, and I had known him over the years. So I asked him, now that you're coming to the end of your life, what's the main theme that you're teaching? What seems most important to you? And he laughed and he said, oh, these days I'm not teaching very much at all. I just keep telling people, don't be selfish. And this sense of these, like a timeless there's nowhere where selfishness is of benefit to anybody. And so that we have this opportunity to remind ourselves, especially in an occasion like this, how do we live in a selfless way? How do we bring about a sense of harmony, especially with such a diverse community that we have here over these next days, to all 2 nations? How do we be harmonious? How do we not be selfish? So that this next period of time, we'll have the opportunity to be sharing the teachings of the Lord Buddha, and to be listening for ourselves in order for us to learn something and take that with us back to our home countries and our home situation. But this occasion has been going on for quite some time. I think probably most people are getting bored by now. It's time to wrap it up, but I just want to offer my heartfelt sense of may this bring many blessings to many people, and I wish everyone well.
This come. Not this come. No. He's come. Yeah. As we conclude this inaugural ceremony of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting, we have joining with us the International Tipitaka Chanting Council President, Venerable Chandrasri. I would like to invite Venerable Chandasriji to please speak a few words and propose the vote of thanks, which will be followed by the recitation of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra. Bhanteji, 10 minutes.
More respects, Venerable senior monk from different countries, also from Thailand, Venerable Praprom Vachila Wong, Praprom Vachila Vimon Muni, Venerable senior monk from Cambodia, from India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and any other countries. I'm on behalf of ITTC President would like to thank for all of us who come to join with the 20 ITC chanting ceremony. This year, we very happy. Our Indian Buddhist Association organized 20 ITTC chantings. So actually, this year we can say is patient since years for this chanting. Because we're chanting for long time, we wait for our Indian Buddhist Association had to come to join together, and as the organizers, this year we can say is success. So now time is not anymore. I would like to thank again for all Buddhist association from different countries. And also would like to thank for our ITTC member who come to work together. And would like to thank to Mahapothi Mahavihara who helped us to organize this function. I would like to thank again for all the volunteers we come to join together. And especially for our Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation, who start from the beginning to organize, to help any kind of help for ITTC chanting ceremony. So now it's time for us to go to chant Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra. I would like to stop my talking now and again to thank a lot of all the people who come together now. Thank you very much.
Check from Wangmoji. We will now chant the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra, the Blessed One's first and most profound discourse delivered at the Deer Park in Isipatana, Sarnath. The sacred teaching marks the turning of the wheel of Dhamma when the Buddha compassionately revealed the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, opening the gateway to liberation for all beings. As we chant these timeless words, may we recollect the momentous occasion when the Buddha illuminated the path beyond suffering. May the recitation inspire wisdom, strengthen our mindfulness, and cultivate metta and inner clarity within each one of us. Let this chanting of the sublime sutta become an offering of peace and harmony for ourselves, for our communities, and for the entire world. I now invite the Most Venerable Bhikkhu Sangha to please recite the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra under the sacred Bodhi tree on the occasion of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony.
Now I would like to invite, as per the schedule, the monks from Mahabodhi Society Bengaluru to come and lead the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta chanting. I request all the Venerable Mahasangha, there's going to be chanting of Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. You may join, while the monks from India, they would lead the Dhammacakkappavattana chanting. धम्मदत्ता बंते जी, जिनाराखिदा बंते जी, आप अपने टीम के साथ इधर आइए। सभी भिक्षु संघ और उपासक उपासिका, अभी हम लोग का पवित्र धम्मचक्कपवत्तन चैंटिंग शुरू होने वाला ही है। आप लोग शांत से ध्यान से सुनिए और उनके साथ ज्वाइन कीजिए। हम आपके पास धम्मचक्कपवत्तन चैंटिंग का बुक पैम्पलेट करेंगे। अभी सबको किताब तो दे रहा है। Our monks are distributing a small print of Dhammacakkappavattana to all the Bhikkhu Sangha. Can we have a light on the podium? क्या एक लाइट पोडियम में व्यवस्था किया जा सकता है? ये लोग को बोलना पड़ेगा। बंदे का ब्रह्मा परिषद का मुझे ब्रह्मा कहीं का बोलेगा एक ही माइक रहेगा। नमो नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा
धम्मचक्कपवत्तन सुत्ता
एवं मे सुतं एकं समयं भगवा वाराणस्यां विहरति इसी पटने मेघदाये तत्र को भगवा पंचवग्ये भिक्खु आमन्तेसि द्वे मे भिक्खवे अन्ता पब्बजितेन न सेवितब्बा कतमे द्वे यो चायं कामेषु कामसुकालिकानुयोगो हीनो गम्मो बोधजनिको अनरियो अनत्तसंहितो यो चायं अत्तकिलमतानुयोगो दुःखो अनरियो अनत्तसंहितो एते को भिक्खवे उभो अन्ते अनुपगम्मा मज्जिमा पटिपदा तथागतेन अभिसम्बुद्धा
attangiko maggo seyadida samma ditti samma sankappo samma samma vayamo samma sati samma samadhi ayam kosa bhikkave majjhima patipada tadagatena abhisambuddha chakkukarani jnanakarani upasamaya abhinyaya sambodhaya nibbanaya sangvattati idam kopana bhikkave dukkhaṃ ariya sacca jati vidukha jara vidukha vyadi vidukha maranam vidukha abhiyehi sampayogo dukkho piyehi vipayogo dukkho yam veccham nalabhate tam vidukha sankhitena panchupadana khanda dukkha idam kopana bhikkave dukkha samudayam ariya sacca yayam tanha pono bhavika nandiraga sahagata tatra tatra vinandini seyadidam kama tanha bhavatanha vibhavatanha idam kopana bhikkave dukkha nirodham ariya sacca yotassa eva tanhaya asesa viraga nirodho chago padini sakko motte analayo idam kopana bhikkave dukkha nirodhagamini patipada ariya sacca ayameva ariyo attangiko maggo seyadeda samma ditte samma sankappo samma vaca samma kammanto samma ajivo samma vayamo samma sati samma samadhi idam dukkhaṃ ariya sacchanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkhum udapade jnanam udapade panya udapade vijja udapade aloko udapade tankopanidam dukkhaṃ ariya sacca vareniyanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkhum udapade jnanam udapade panya udapade vijja udapade aloko udapade tankopanidam dukkhaṃ ariya sacca parenyatanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkhum udapade jnanam udapade panya udapade vijja udapade aloko udapade idam dukkha samudayam ariya sacchanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkhum udapade jnanam udapade panya udapade vijja udapade aloko udapade tankopanidam dukkha samudayam ariya sacca pahatabbanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkhum udapade jnanam udapade panya udapade vijja udapade aloko udapade tankopanidam dukkha samudayam ariya sacca pahinanti me bhikkave pobbe ananusutesu dhammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Idam dukkha nirodham ariya sacchanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Sankopanidam dukkha nirodham ariya saccam Sacchikatabbanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Tankopanidam dukkha nirodho ariya saccam Sacchikatanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Idam dukkha nirodha gamini patipada ariya sacchanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Tankopanidam dukkha nirodha gamini patipada ariya saccam Bhavetabbanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Tankopanidam dukkha nirodha gamini patipada ariya saccam Bhavetanti me bhikkhave Pobbe ananusute sudammesu Chakkhung udapade Jnanam udapade Panya udapade Vijja udapade Aloko udapade Yava kivancha me bhikkhave Ime so chatuso ariya sacche Evam ti parivattam dvadasakaram Yata bhutam jnana dassanam Nasu visuddham ahosi Neva tavaham bhikkhave Sadevake loke samarake Sabrahmake sassamana brahmaniya bhajaya Sadeva manusaya Anuttaram samma sambodhi Avisambuddhoti panchanyasi Yato chako me bhikkhave Ime so chatuso ariya sacchesu Evam ti parivattam dvadasakara Yata bhutam jnana dassana Suvisuddham ahose Ataham bhikkhave sadevake loke samarake Sabrahmake sassamana brahmaniya bhajaya Sadeva manusaya Anuttaram samma sambuddhi Avisambuddhoti panchanyase Jnanancha paname dassanam udapadi Akupame cheto vimutti Ayamantima jati Idani puna bhavote Idamavocha bhagava Attamana panchavaggiya bekho Bhagavato bhasitang abhinandante Imasmin chapana veya karanasmi Manyamani ayasmato kundanyasa Virajam vitamalam dhammachakam udapadi Akvinchi samudayam dhammam Sabbanta nir Dhammacake Bumma Seva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Bhummanam Devanam Saddam Sotva Chatu Maharajika Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Chatu Maharajikanam Devanam Saddam Sutva Tavating Sa Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Tavating Sanam Devanam Saddam Sotva Yama Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Yamanam Devanam Saddam Sotva Tusita Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Tusita Devanam Saddam Sutva Nimmanarati Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Nimmanarati Tam Devanam Saddam Sotva Paranimmita Vasavatti Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Paranimmita Vasavattinam Devanam Saddam Sotva Brahmakaika Deva Saddamanusaveso Etam Bhagavata Varanasiyang Isipatane Megadaye Anuttaram Dhammacakam Pavattitam Appativattiyam Samanena Va Brahmanena Va Devena Va Marena Va Brahmuna Va Kena Chiva Lokasmin Te Itiha Tena Kanena Tena Laena Tena Muhotena Yava Brahma Loka Saddo Abhoggache Ayancha Dasa Sahase Anya